This is the second section of the circle chapter, and it's about the equation of a circle. Now you should already know from GCSE that this is the equation of a circle where the center of the circle is on the origin, so 0, 0, and the radius of the circle is r. Okay, so that's going to be a circle centered on the origin, like this. Okay, that's all well and good, but you know, we're going to have circles where the center could be anywhere, and the radius might be a different radius. So in that case, if I've got a circle like this, and so this is still going to have a radius of r, but let's say that the coordinate of that center is called x coordinate A and B coordinate B. So AB is the coordinate of the center. The equation of this circle is going to be x minus A all squared plus y minus B all squared equals r squared. So you see here you need to be careful with the signs, because even though this coordinate is A and B, there's a negative sign in front. So be careful, take care. Yeah, you've got to be careful with that negative sign that's there. Right, okay, write down the equation of a circle with center 5, 7 and radius 4. So we grab our equation of a circle, which is this, and the center is 5, 7, so it's x minus 5, not x plus 5, and y, let's find it out properly, squared plus, and then it's going to be y minus 7, not plus 7, squared equals 4 squared, which is 16. So again, just be careful of those negatives there, and you could write that as 4 squared instead if you want to. Don't have to change it to 16. So a circle has the equation x minus 3 all squared plus y plus 4 all squared equals 20. Part A, write down the center and the radius of the circle. Well, the center is going to be 3, negative 4. Yeah? Because the form is x minus a squared plus y minus b all squared. This number here is the center. So where it says y plus 4, you can think of that as y minus negative 4 all squared. That's why that b is negative 4. Effectively just reversing the sign of the number that's in there. So this is the center, and square root of 20 will be the radius. I'm inclined to leave it like that. Let's see what that comes up as. As this 2 root 5 or 2 root 5, but I wouldn't change that to a decimal because it's not going to be exact. Part B, show that the circle passes through 5, 8. Okay, with any equation, to show that for any equation passes through a point, what we do is we plug the coordinates into the equation to see if it works. Okay, so we're going to put 5, negative 8 into that equation of a circle and see if we get 20. So it's going to be, so with x equal 5 and y equals negative 8, what do we get? So it's going to be 5 minus 3 squared plus negative 8 plus 4 squared. So 5 minus 3 is going to be 2, so it's 2 squared, plus negative 8 plus 4 is going to be negative 4 squared. So that's going to be 4 plus 16, which is 20. So we can say therefore the circle passes through the point 5, -8. A line segment, so it's a bit of a line AB, is the diameter of a circle where A and B are 4, 7 and A -8, 3 respectively. So let's draw that in. Okay, so A, so it's going through the centre. 4, 7 is A, and B -8, 3. Okay, and it says find the equation of the circle. Now to find the equation of the circle we need two things. We need to know the centre, and the centre is just going to be the midpoint of AB, isn't it? Midpoint of AB. And we need to know the radius. Now what we could do, we could work out the length of AB, and it's half the length of AB, or it's the length from A or B to the centre. From A or B to the centre. I might go with the first one, because if I work out the centre wrong, I'm going to get the radius wrong. I want to do that. Find the length from A to B and half it. Let's start with the centre. So the centre is going to be, so let's add the y coordinates, 4 plus -8 divided by 2, and the y coordinates 7 plus 3 divided by 2. So what does that give us? -4 divided by 2, -2. 7 plus 3, 10 divided by 2, 5. Right, so that's the coordinate of the centre. We'll use that in a minute. The radius, let's find the length of AB, which is the diameter. So we can use Pythagoras on that. So it's going to be the square root of 4 minus -8 squared plus 7 minus 3 squared. So it's going to be the square root of 12 squared plus 7 minus 4 squared. So it's 144 plus 16. So it's going to be square root 160. Now if I work that out, square root 160 is 4 root 10. 4 root 10. Okay, now the radius is going to be half of that, which is going to be 2 root 10. Again, keep it as a 2 root 10 is the radius. So now we've got the radius. Now we have the centre, the equation of the circle. So equation of circle equals x minus -2. Now I'll tidy all of this up in a moment. Squared plus y minus 5 squared equals the radius squared. Now we'll tidy this up. So x plus 2 squared plus y minus 5 squared, and 2 root 10 squared is exactly 40. Okay, so there we go. There's our equation of the circle, and we found out after we worked out the radius, which was half of the diameter, and the center by finding the midpoint of the two ends of the diameter. Right, I want to find the center and radius of a circle with that equation. Now when it's in that type of form, what we do is we complete the square. Okay, we're going to complete the square on x, we're going to complete the square on y, and then that's going to help us get it into the right form, because to find the center and the radius we want it looking like this, and at the moment it doesn't look anything like that. So completing the square is the technique we're going to do. Now to do that, we're going to group together the x terms, then we're going to group together the y terms, keep the 12 over here for the minute. So if I complete the square on these two, I'll have x minus 7 all squared. Now that will give me x squared, that will give me negative 14. It'll also give me plus 49, which I need to take off because I don't want that, so minus 49. Now I'm going to complete the square on these two. So it's going to be y plus 8 all squared. So I will get y squared, 16y, and a 64 that I don't want. So minus 64, minus 12. Now we're almost done. So x minus 7 all squared plus y plus 8 all squared. Then I'm going to move all the numbers to the other side. And I can use that to help me find the center. So x minus 7, x minus y, y plus 8 squared. So 49, 64 and 12. So 49 plus 64 plus 12 gives me 125. Right, so the center is going to be 7, negative 8. And the radius is going to be the square root of 125. So let's see what that is. 5 root 5. So we could leave it as 5 root 5 as the radius of that circle. So center 7, 8, radius 5 root 5. So if you get a question that looks in that form, and there's a bit in the book about it, like this, yeah, rather than just remember the formula, I think that's over complex. Just complete the square. Right, you should now be able to do exercise 6C on pages 119 to 120. A couple of little things just to recap that you will find useful. So equation of a circle with center AB and radius R is this. Okay, and little tip, if you see the equation of a circle in the form x squared plus something x, let's call it cx, plus y squared plus dy plus some sort of number e equals 0, then start by grouping together, and they're already grouped here, the x and y terms, then complete the square, then complete the square, and that will get it into the right format so that you can easily find the center and the radius.